All right, let's take a live look outside right now at the Seattle waterfront. It's looking gray out there, some sunlight coming through, and Adam Claibon is here with our forecast. Hey, Adam.
Hey there, good evening. So yeah, the change has already come. We have the clouds that are going to be sticking around here for the next few days. A few sun breaks may be possible tomorrow, but the wet weather going to come in a lot more tonight. A few of us have already seen it, so let's get into it. Highs today, a lot different from yesterday. Upper 50s and lower 60s, 63 in Renton, only at 57 in Tacoma, and 60 in Olympia. And well, our temperatures right now in comparison to yesterday down by 15 to 20 degrees in some spots. So already noticing the cool down, and the front hasn't even passed by us yet. Current temperatures 58 in Everett, 55 in Bremerton, sitting right now at 54 in Shelton, and 53 in Port Angeles with Forks, currently sitting at 49 out there on the coast. Now we've been hearing and seeing some reports of some light sprinkles here and there in Everett today, but not really seeing a whole lot as far as steady rainfall. So things still looking somewhat dry, and still dry also in Seattle. 58 degrees with those mainly cloudy skies and a west wind, which will pick up as we go into the night. Right now at 15, could get as high as about maybe 20 to 25 as we head into the evening. And what also is going to pick up more of these rain chances. Already seeing those along the coast, and that's coming in with some of those deeper greens that you're seeing. That steady rainfall moving through parts of Quileute and Forks right now, heading up closer to Sequim and Port Angeles, and also noticing those few sprinkles closer to North Sound. Not seeing a whole lot of the rain just yet for us, but as it continues to head its way eastward, we're talking about an increase of rain, which will be more steady and consistent as we go throughout the night. And the showers will linger into the day tomorrow and for Wednesday, but it will be more of that off and on variety as this front continues to push on through. So for tonight, expect that rain really to start to pick up as we go into parts of the early nighttime hours. So we're talking 9, 10, maybe even closer to 11 p.m. with that front pushing on by. Behind, yes, we are going to still keep some shower activity in place, and you can see more of a convergence zone setting up a little farther north at first as you go around Everett, maybe just a bit northward on into early tomorrow morning, and then we might start to see that sink a little farther to the south as we go into the afternoon. But overall, still keeping more the general theme of the off and on shower activity with the sun breaks ahead as we go into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We'll still keep some of those showers in place too as we go on into tomorrow night, and we're talking about some showers in place again for Wednesday, but the chances are going to be slightly lower by that time. And amounts around 1/10 of an inch, if not higher, getting closer to a quarter, and some of those sweet spots getting closer to about maybe 1/2 an inch. Overnight, lows into the upper 30s in a few spots like Shelton and Bremerton. A lot of 40s out there, 47 in Renton, 41 in Tacoma, dropping to 43 in Everett, and down to 40 in Port Angeles. And then we'll head into the day tomorrow, seeing those highs around the mid and upper 50s. I know, that is it. Quite a cool down, right? More showers around for us as we go farther south too, across Central Sound and South Sound, calling for more of the same theme for us. 58 for a high in Lakewood, calling for 59 in Auburn, and closer to 59 as well in Federal Way. Out on the coast, lower 50s ahead for us there with the showers still around, and across the eastern part of the state, just a bit warmer over there, but they're also going to keep an eye out for some showers too. Should be less though as far as coverage is concerned for us. We'll go over the next few days. We'll keep some of the cool and showery weather in place for us, but then here we go, Jessica and Greg, into the weekend. Looks like things start to warm up for us, and we'll be back at 72 on Saturday.
That's pretty awesome. All right, Adam, thank you.